The next 4 quarters, only keep it at light. Strapped in tight, we're taking flight. From the field to the court, we'll have our sight.
Boom. Yeah, full view of Tony's chest and everything else. Let's go.
Yeah. I mean,
You got your beer?
You got your gear,
it's in the
Bear?
house. I
Got
thought
your
we were
gear, Bear?
waiting since
We are.
Victor
We
didn't
got to wait
get
for
his.
Vic for next year.
Yeah, mine
next
came
week.
in like
Next year.
I ordered
Next
it,
year.
and it came in
Whatever.
like 2 days later.
Yeah, mine came fast.
so I ordered mine on Wednesday. So it's
Yeah.
going to deliver on Saturday. Then it updated and said it's going to deliver on Sunday. And now it said it's like Thursday.
They gave you Missouri
Yes.
time, huh?
So I think I ordered mine on Wednesday also, and it said Saturday, but then it showed up Friday.
Yeah, mine came Friday.
Normally, when you order from Amazon, it is at your doorstep before you even like complete the order. So this
Yeah.
is like,
I can't
I
even
don't
pick
know.
out my window like a creeper. Just sit there, open the blinds, like, look, is it coming?
Yeah.
No, it's right there.
yeah, it's in your living room before you even realize it.
Mhm.
Pretty creepy. Yeah, I mean that Jeff Bezos has done something.
I mean, I didn't go as far as let them like open my garage door and shit. You see, they could do that. They can open
Yeah,
your garage
yeah,
and like put it in
I
for you.
wouldn't do
Yeah,
that.
they can put it in your garage for you.
Do you have
I-
cleaning code?
Yeah.
Oh,
I walk
that makes my
outside, they
day.
see, and I can do whatever I want with them.
I'm sure you do too. My God, sure that is a real thing. Mhm. So
My wife looks at me like, "What have you been doing?" To they go,
why is that
She
goat walking
knows.
that way? No
she
reason.
knows what you've been doing.
Oh Lord.
yeah, "That's the only way to get a go is get a fading one."
Yeah.
Or worthless.
Much like Justin Tucker.
Oh God, dude, how many
Well,
field
not
goals
just-
that going? Is he gonna miss?
Not
That's
just
the point.
Justin Tucker. It's every kicker this
Everything's
year.
getting blocked now. They can't make Kansas City look like they're the only people that can block a field goal. They're like everybody blocks field goals now.
They lose.
Everybody
Did
can
they
do that.
really lose?
The
Did
Ravens?
the Eagles win?
Yeah.
There
So
goes my
trying to pick the
picks.
Ravens.
Well, I'm pretty sure
Yeah.
you guys all picked the same. Once Daryl sent his out, you guys all agreed. I lost. I picked
Well-
Cincinnati. I picked
Cincinnati.
to beat Pittsburgh. I picked Cincinnati to
With
beat
that terrible
Pittsburgh 'cause-
defense.
with fucking Russell Wilson.
I mean, no
Uh,
one thought Russell Wilson was going to throw for 400 yards. And
Exactly.
I didn't see that happening. That wasn't on a bingo card.
I also picked Minnesota to lose.
I was thinking about Minnesota, but I was like, man,
Yeah.
Arizona's that shitty. That was
Oh,
my
yeah.
only. That was my only.
It's like, how much do I trust Kyler Murray right now?
Well, and they
Yeah.
led the whole game. Arizona led the whole game. I also picked the Jets to win, and they led the whole game.
I
Till
can
the
pick the
end.
Jets.
And then they blew it. So I definitely lost the picks this week.
So Daryl and I tied, and
Until
it
tomorrow.
goes to until tomorrow with the Broncos and the score.
Next week, Gary, you should just say we're picking like Daryl, and we'll all just go down to the Monday night game.
Or just
You're
everybody
saying,
write
like-
down their picks before somebody sends them out.
Yeah, I think that's what we should do. We should have the picks written down, and then like go over them, so it's not like because once I saw Daryl's picks, I'm like, you know what, that seems pretty right.
Yeah, that
mean-
makes sense.
I,
But like when I wrote them all
100%
out at
agree.
9:30,
That seems like the way. The fucked up thing is, I don't think I think I missed the Carolina game. That's it.
yeah,
it's Carolina.
they almost won.
No, I picked Tampa.
Tampa won.
Carolina lost.
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah,
They were
They-
down
they
by
have
4.
yeah, you were perfect.
Yeah, Tampa won.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Well, there you go. I wasn't
Perfect.
perfect on
Yeah.
DraftKings. Fucking DraftKings where it matters. I wasn't perfect. I
I gotta be
Yeah.
honest. We gotta be honest, guys. I was fixing my TV, and I didn't get the games on until after the Jets were up 14.
And so
And
it's
I
like,
set
I'm
my,
picking the
then I
Jets.
set my picks in, and I was like, "Well, I'm picking the Jets," and they fucking lost. I was like, "I'm gonna get a sneaky one on these motherfuckers and pick the Jets." And no,
That's me.
That's karma right there.
See,
So
see
you
what happens?
you screwed me then because I picked the Jets at 9:30 this morning.
I looked at his picks and I said, I honestly thought Baltimore was going to win. But then I looked at the TV and the first game that came on Red Zone was the Jets up 14. I was like, well, I'm changing that one.
He's like, I'll take the Jets. Fucking
Aaron
guy.
Rodgers, like he's declining faster than
Oh my
Justin Tucker.
God.
Like, what is going on?
like they need to bench him. Like it's like, dude, go sit down. You're
He
gonna
is a
hurt
champ.
yourself. He's gonna get Tua like Trevor Lawrence out there. Just
Ooh,
Oh,
that
that
was
was
bad.
bad.
That dude needs to be.
his arm was stiff. I was like, oh, he done. That's it.
They call that fencing because
Oh.
like one arm's up in the air and the other one's down like you're fencing. I was watching a thing. They actually have a term for it. It's called fencing.
You know, he didn't throw up the gang signs like Tua did, but
Oh,
Yeah,
Tua's
true.
fingers were bending backwards. I was like, how's that even possible?
Yeah, Tua looked possessed. Looked like the Exorcist was happening
He
down
can't
on the
even
floor.
do it.
no.
Yeah, that dude needs to retire as well.
Yes.
Like they said, if he wore the Guardian helmet, that he would be fine, but he refuses to wear
He's
it.
like, no. Well, see, the Guardian helmet, like, I wish they would have redesigned the helmet a little more and not had him wear that, like, weird little pad. It's like, there's
get-
got to be improvements they can make to the actual helmet that they wear. You know
Yeah.
what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and they're just like,
Twice
we're
as
going to go,
big.
we're going to make standard helmet, but we're going to put this little Guardian cap on you. Make it look
Yeah.
like you're wearing a fat head all day. Or, you know, them big hats.
Yeah.
The super
Uh,
super big hats.
that's good because Teddy put on his best haircut for us today. Look how nice it looks.
No. The only person that can have bedhead at 7:00 at night.
Yeah.
Highly impressive.
Yeah.
He's been ready for this all day. He ran a marathon to the kitchen table.
Yeah, I
Good.
got guys. What's going
Hold
on
on.
with Randy Moss?
Yeah, what is wrong with him? Did he ever say?
I don't know.
I don't
His
know.
eyes are
just-
like yellow or weird.
Yeah, I haven't
His
heard
eyes are
anything
yellow?
other than internal stuff in the family. But you
Well,
get
that
yellow
doesn't
eyes
make your
for all-
eyes yellow.
You could get all kinds of reasons to have yellow eyes. Like could be something simple.
Like Gary's is from alcohol consumption.
I mean,
Liver
and
failure,
so would
you know?
yours. And so would
Correct.
Tony's. Yeah. I mean, the only one that doesn't really drink would be Daryl.
Daryl, is that true?
I don't drink that much.
What happened to you?
I just don't drink that much.
What happened to you?
So see,
Yeah,
Daryl
I
did
just
this
Not
thing called
normal. Not-
yeah. Daryl grew up, matured, did
Oh.
healthier things, and we just stayed idiots, kept drinking.
I was like, I don't need a drink right now because my kids are weird and they'll probably get hurt somehow. And then I got to take them to the hospital. I was like, I don't want that. I don't want to show up at the hospital with, liquor breath.
Rolling a
Oh,
booze.
I was going to
Yeah.
say something, but I'm glad I did.
Well,
Wow.
Tony's
You know
wife's
what?
always around for him.
I'm glad I did
Yeah.
not speak right there. I'd have made
No,
that's
listen,
hard.
does that anyway. The good news about your hair, Tony, is it's not like it's bright red as like the most attention drawing thing.
True. It's just his beard points directly to his tits. So that's always good. It's like an arrow.
It's like the arrow,
Look at
yeah.
Gary's.
Look at Gary.
Yeah,
What is it pointing at?
the difference is mine are
Everything.
like nothing compared to yours.
Yeah, you know what?
My tits,
Gary's
like I
goes
don't
down
have
to
them.
his stomach.
There's nothing here.
It's all in the belly.
And the other thing about Gary is at least he realized to put a shitty hat on because his hair looked terrible.
Oh, I don't have hair. Like
Took away-
there's nothing.
Oh yeah, he's got
Oh,
the
yeah.
Keenan Allen do too. It's good.
Oh yeah. Listen, you got that cul-de-sac. Are you getting a cul-de-sac, Gary? What's that?
Cul-de-sac.
Yeah.
You don't know what a cul-de-sac is? Like nothing
Yeah,
in the middle?
Oh no! Look at that.
Just gray. That's it.
He
Yeah,
was
that's
confused.
great. Yeah, I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? Like, no, I don't live on a cul-de-sac.
My house. Stupid question.
Oh man.
I do think in a few years I'll get there though.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mine
I
just
mean,
keeps
'cause-
going back further and further on the sides. I get that wicked widow's peak because I'm like this most of the time. You know, the kids fucking say something. I'm like, Jesus.
Yeah.
And that's- I just rub it. Yeah, I just rub it bald.
Tony, what about you?
Shit, I don't know, man. How I look? How's it looking up there? I don't know.
I mean, it's got to be better than mine because I am.
Yes. I mean, I don't want to bring yours up, but mine is looking better than yours, bro.
I,
Show
I'm,
yours
I'm
off
not
one more time. Show yours off. Show Gary.
That's not new. His hairline, that's been that for 20 years. It's been thinning
I don't know
for
about-
quite some time.
Listen, the best story about my thinning hair is because everybody's like, you're going bald, the back of your hair is going. And I'm like, nah, I'm not doing that. Well, we were down playing cards with my sister, and they took a picture from the back, right? Like, I didn't know the picture was getting taken, and I'm going through the camera, I'm looking at the pictures, and I was like, this is a bald guy. And they all start laughing because they thought I was being 100% serious. I was like, who's the fucking bald guy? And they're like, yeah, it was me.
So I was over at my parents for Thanksgiving, and they still have all kinds of pictures on the walls. Picture of Victor when he was about 9 years old
Oh Lord.
with a mullet.
Oh yeah, I was cool. Listen,
You're not a mullet, huh? No.
Tony could rock a mullet right now.
dude, if I could do a mullet today, I would. No, I think they call it a skullet. Yeah. I think they call it a skullet at this point, where you're bald on top. And
Or the hair on the sides.
Well,
Yeah.
not all the way bald on top. It's like
So the Hulk Hogan.
patchy grass is what you have.
Oh, Hogan.
Can we get back to making fun of Tony, please? Boy, I like that much better. I don't know how it got to me.
I was
No, we
loving life there for the last 10 seconds. I was loving it.
Listen, it was so much easier when we were picking on the youngest guy with the dumbest hair. The thing is, if I had hair, I'd take care of it. You have like this I don't know if I call it glorious.
Gorgeous.
A gorgeous mane of hair.
Glorious. I was going to say glorious, but I was like, no, I'm going to call that shit glorious. But you have hair. I would take care of it. Like, it would look nice. I don't know, put a comb through it. Maybe wash it.
That requires Tony to shower. Tony's
I
not in
haven't
the
showered
showers.
today. I haven't showered yet today.
Have you showered this weekend?
Yeah.
You sure?
Maybe. I don't know. Let's not talk about it. I don't know. I don't keep track.
Oh my
When
God.
my thighs start hurting, I'm like, okay. You know, like the crease right there, you know? I'm like, damn.
No,
Drinking yeast down there.
Nobody knows that. Nobody knows that except you. And right now, tell your wife you love her and thank you for staying with you.
She's right here shaking her head, making my lunch for tomorrow.
Yeah. You better tell her
She's
you
like,
love her.
this motherfucker's talking on a podcast about making yeast. Don't you guys act like you never, ever
No.
had a rash.
No. No.
You have. Don't even say nothing, Gary.
It's been a long time since I got a rash, but it wasn't from like uncleanliness.
no. You get like a heat rash.
Yeah.
Not a
That's what I'm
fucking-
saying. That's what it is.
That's not what you're saying. You said yeast. Yeast. You said the crease in your thighs.
Hold on. We're blending two things together here.
Tony just
The
waits to
rash
shower
is
till
not
take
yeast
smell
and
his
rash are
nuts.
two different things.
So here's what we're blending together, Tony. We're not blending anything. You are blending a nice fucking mixture inside your thighs.
Oh my God. Oh,
I
don't know if
swear,
it's
a
nice.
really
Not doing
perfect
that.
scientific mixture right there.
listen, it is not nice. Nothing about that is considered nice. So we're clear.
No.
It's
not
like his hair.
nice.
It's not
Trust me.
glorious. It's not. None of it is
hurts.
nice.
It hurts.
It's because you can't do it. That's why you can do it.
But once I get that water in that soap, it's all good.
Oh my God.
That's
Oh
no
my
leave
God.
it around. Once I clean it up, you know.
Oh my God.
Yeah, Tony waits till he can smell his own nuts through his pants, and he's like, "It's time to shower."
No, let's not speak about that.
No,
Let's
all right,
go,
let's
let's
not.
go on and
You- All right, all right.
All right.
You're
I'm
right.
going to the fridge. I'll be back in 2 seconds.
let
Here comes Gary, unprepared again. Sits down without a
Uh-huh.
drink.
No, I already went through them.
Okay,
We're 18
Oh my
minutes
gosh.
in.
How many did you have? I
One?
I one of them.
I
Go ahead, how many-
can I sat down with?
I had 3. Now I got 3 more. So
All right.
You drank 3 drinks in 18. Okay, this is gonna be a great podcast. Keep up at that rate, and let's see how you look by the end.
I'll look just like this.
Yeah, there's no
Why
way.
is Gary's not taking pickle shots with me?
Oh
That
yeah,
pickle
No,
shot
that's,
is
that's,
on.
that's devastation. Can't do pickle shots.
What do you got? 18 pickle
They're
shots?
amazing. They're amazing.
They were triple shots,
Yeah,
pickle shots.
triple pickle.
And me and Gary drank like 7 triple shots, and we were outside in the parking lot of Copper River, and he looks at me and goes, I may have fucked up. I was like, Gary, I'm gonna fucking puke. He's like, we fucked up. I said, yeah, we fucked up. He's on the vehicle with his arms spread out, his legs spread, like a cop's behind him. It's just him. He's like, I fucked up. Like, I'm laying in my own puke. I'm laying on the sidewalk in my own puke. It was absolutely terrible. But the way he looked at me, though, like when we both realized that last one hit us and we had gone too far, he's like, I fucked up. I said, I know you did. Because I fucked up. Sammy was so pissed, dude.
Listen,
Yeah.
the best one about getting too fucking drunk. Chris and I were out one night, and Chris was arguing. He wants to fight with everybody. There was some drama. It was Jessica Jones. Of course, there was drama,
Oh, God.
right? And I was like, you know what?
That's
We'll just
midget
leave.
drama too. That's crazy. That's
Yeah,
worse.
yeah. Her attitude is 8 foot tall, but she's 3'4". But she like, where I'm like, you know what? We'll just leave. Don't worry about it. There ain't no point in us staying any longer. And I was like, Chris, let's go. He's like, yeah, all right, let's go. And she comes running out behind me, and Chris was in the driver's seat. And she's like, Chris cannot drive. I said, I've drank with my cousin many years. I know that you can take care of it. Don't worry about it. We'll get home. And as soon as those words come out of my mouth, they're and Chris is falling out of the car, laying in his own throw up. And I was like, okay, I'll drive. You may have a point. Chris, get the passenger seat. I'm fine. No, you're not fine. Get the passenger seat. But I no sooner finished the sentence, like, he's fine. We party all the time. I hear,
I know
That
this
was
man.
you.
I vouch for him. I don't know this man.
Yeah.
I've never seen him before in my life.
I used to know this man, but he is
yeah, he used to be a man. I mean, it happens to the best of us. Like, it's like at Gary's bachelor party when I hit him underneath the bush because he wouldn't quit throwing up. I was like, you're just. I
Had to hide you from everybody. Huh?
dude, that
Well,
was
because-
that was a bad night. Like somebody brought jungle juice.
You
And,
started drinking at like 6 o'clock and the party wasn't until 9. And I'm like, what are you doing?
Gary's the one that brought the jungle juice. He's like, someone brought it. I don't know who. It was.
So and
It was
back then,
you,
I
idiot.
back then, I didn't even drink. Like I rarely drank back then. Not like now. Like I
You
couldn't
King
handle
Cobra.
alcohol. Couldn't
No.
handle alcohol much.
Listen. And so he was being obnoxious and drunk, and I was like, okay, listen, come here. Let me talk to you. Because he's like, okay, what? I said, come here. Let's just lay down right here. Because everybody's worried about him. Like, listen, he'll be fine. Don't worry about it. And I put him underneath this bush. I'm like, just sleep right here. And Mark, remember Mark, the big tall one, right? He's like, "Yo, he's missing." And we're watching strippers. I'm like, he's not missing. He's not missing. He's fine. He's fine. And so they stood at a search party for you. I can't remember all of this. So like everybody's looking for you. I'm like, Jesus Christ, can I just sit down and enjoy some beer and strippers? Right? And they're like, okay, we found him. And I walk out and Gary's laying on this table like this, just throwing up. I was like, okay, he's fine. They're like, no, he's throwing up blood. I'm like, he is not throwing up blood. He hasn't drank that much. He's just throwing up. They're like, you need to look at it. I'm like, why do I need to look at this? Like, why am I the throw up inspector? You know, I just have fun. So I walked over. I was like, no, he just ate pizza. It's fucking pizza sauce, you idiots. And they're like, right, we were eating pizza. Do you remember that?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
It
Yeah, that
was,
was your bachelor party.
it was a night.
It was a night. We had strippers in a garage, and I don't mean like a nice garage. I mean like it was a garage down in Bessemer that we laid blankets on the floor.
Oh, that's good.
That's what happened.
Don't get your feet cold on the concrete. Here you go.
That was the classiest shit on the planet, bro.
I bet they loved
That was
every minute
amazing.
of it.
Oh yeah, that had a ton of fun. Lord,
That's hilarious.
Harry, we were talking about you getting your ass kicked at the pizza shop, or getting kicked in the nuts.
I mean,
Oh, yeah,
things
yes.
happen. Yeah, things happen.
They talked about you stabbed yourself with a knife.
Several
Stuck in your
times,
finger.
but I think the one they probably brought up was the bread knife that got stuck in my thumb.
That's one.
Yeah.
What
Yeah.
happened?
Yeah.
What happened, Gary?
Well, I was cutting food, and the bread knife went right through down to the bone in my tip of the thumb, and I couldn't get it out. So I'm sitting there. I'm like, because there's customers, and this guy looks over and says, "I thought you were just trying to show me how tough you were."
I thought you
Ryan-
stabbed yourself on purpose to show how tough you were. Look at you, motherfucker.
I mean, we did some really stupid stuff there. You got at the tail end of like crazy. Like, you remember when Chris threw me out of the car? Like he took off and I was hanging out of the car. Were you there for that, Daryl?
No,
I don't
think it
think
was there for that
Daryl
one.
or Tony were there at that point.
Oh man, Chris rolls up, and you remember how it would rain and you get those great big puddles back there? He pulls up, and I lean in the window and I say something to him. I don't know what I say, but he just takes off, and I am hanging halfway in and out of the car. Like I'm holding on, like I have my arms tucked up, holding on for dear life. He's hitting the things, like it is like my feet keep hitting the ground, and I'm like, I gotta get out of this car. Like I'm gonna die. And so I throw myself, and did I not roll till I hit the dumpster, Gary? And I remember I did like the Undertaker. I was so mad. I sat straight up, and I was like, oh shit. I bet my adrenaline, if there's something broken, I better like check myself, right? So I like shook everything off, and I sat up, and Chris was running over. I'm like, this is the one time I'm going to give you a pass, because if I start beating on you now, you're dead. I should leave. You should leave. At this point, you should leave. This is your one pass. It was bad. You remember how bad my side was where I freaking first hit? I had road rash all the way down my whole right side.
Dude, those dumpsters,
gas with somebody.
dude, those
It
dumpsters are
hurt.
hazardous.
Who takes off? That's funny.
It's funny till you're the one getting drug along the car.
So I would say, in Chris's defense here, if somebody came up to my window that always beat my ass,
He was
would hit the
scared.
gas?
why wouldn't you drive off? Like, there's probably an ass kicking coming here. Like,
You know,
They
Like,
left that
that's
part
good.
out of that story.
should he have drove off? No. But can you see, like, why he would have drove off? Yes.
Yes.
full throttle.
The
though?
deception of
Yeah,
that Vic did right there, though. I don't know what I said to him. I was just talking to him.
Like, he opens the window, slaps him in the face.
He probably like, motherfucker, I'm gonna fuck you up. Yeah.
it
Like
probably
Tony
was something
Soprano.
like that. Because I put Chris in the hospital more times than I could ever remember. Like he ended
Neither
up in the
can he.
hospital. Yeah, but I think he's gonna die. I don't think he's not gonna die. He's like he's gonna die, and I'm like, he's fine. He ended up in the hospital. That happened. I felt bad. And it was to save Gary's life. You guys never heard about this? Gary's like, I don't know, 8th grade, 7th grade, maybe. Chris is like a freshman, and I'm a sophomore, and Gary's running his head like he always does, and Chris has had enough. You've never heard about this, Daryl?
No.
Gary's running his head like, and Chris has had enough. And next thing I know, Chris has got him on the ground, choking him, screaming that he's going to kill him. I'm all in for some family love. I'm like, all right, go ahead and get that ass whooping out and move on. But then I was like, oh shit, he is going to kill him. I'm like, all right, Chris, that's enough. You're actually going to hurt him. He's like, I'm going to fucking kill him. I'm like, stop. You are going to kill him. You need to stop. So I walked up and I was like, hey, listen, man, I'm not going to want to do this to you, but I'm going to choke you out if you don't stop. And he wouldn't stop. So I choked him out and he put his hands up. So I think he's like giving up. And no sooner does he put his hands up and I let go, does he go straight backward. Boom. Head bounces on the floor and he starts bleeding. And I swear to you, I look and Chris is laying in a pool of blood and Gary's laying there fucking half choked. I'm like, this is where I go to jail. Like, he's dead. He's going to die. I don't even know what to do at this point. So I get Gary up and I reach over and I pick up Chris and I slap him. I'm like, you all right? He's like, yeah, I'm fine. I'm like, you sure? You're fine. He's like, yeah, I'm fine. He takes 2 steps and boom, falls over again. And I was like, that's not good. Stand him up a second time. You good? Yeah, man, I'm fine. Falls over again. He got to it pretty good. And so I stand him up a third time and I was like, Chris, look at me. Are you okay? And he's like, he just started crying. I don't know what to do. I can't stand up. So I looked at Gary. I was like, okay, we got to come up with a lie because I was saving your life. And he's like, yeah, well, say you swung a 2x4 and hit him. He won't know any better anyway. I got to go. Take off. Gary called me like 2 hours later. He's like, I think Chris is going to die. And I was like, why? He goes, well, he collected his money from the paper route, counted his money, put it in his wallet. No sooner did he put his money in his wallet than he pulled it back out to count it again. He said he counted his money 7 times in a row. He bought one of those 3-foot-long pizzas when Little Caesars did pizza by the foot, right? Yeah. Dropped it, sat down at the table and said, where's my pizza?
Oh, my God.
That dude was living Groundhog Day, just same day over and over and over.
He's going to die.
I was like, maybe you tell your mom he hit his head and he needs to go to the hospital. They kept him in there for like 2 days, right?
I don't remember, but it was pretty good.
Yeah.
He was.
I think I deserved a medal for helping Gary. That's what I think.
I totally understand why you took off when you were in your car.
Now it makes sense.
There's PTSD from you.
Just your face jigs off.
Yeah, I mean,
makes sense.
Yeah, and there's a reason why he can't remember shit anymore. It's because of Gary.
Never recovered, huh?
No, he's never. And that probably
he's had a rough go.
Yeah, the one when he took off running from me, caught the wrought iron, snapped his head around, and split it clean open.
Yeah, I don't know how he managed to catch that one little tip of the wrought iron.
Yeah.
But yeah, it hooked his head, and his body kept going, and then he flung back.
Yeah,
terrible.
Yeah, so see, Tony, anything that happened to you at the pizza place, that was the calm time. You should be thankful you didn't get
that
any
didn't
of
really happen to me.
Yeah, Chris basically survived Final Destination like 1 through 10, so that's
yeah, like all of them. Like he's the water balloon.
We had this swimming pool when we were kids, right? And we got these balloons. I don't know. They're just normal balloons. And we're like, let's fill them up and have a water fight. Well, numbnuts, Gary filled this water balloon up that had to weigh 25 pounds. He couldn't even lift it over his head. That's how big this water balloon was. The tension surface had to be 3 feet, like floating in the water. And Chris is like, it's above ground pool. Chris is like bending over in the jet trying to fill his water balloon up. And Gary comes up behind him and just mollywops. Just fire. The balloon doesn't break. Chris's head hits just like this and breaks his nose. I mean,
oh my God.
He turns around, he's screaming, there's blood going everywhere. And I looked at Gary, I was like, you probably shouldn't have thrown that balloon. You're like, I hate you guys. So I was not the only one that did it, basically. Is
you guys both tormented him.
Who would have thought the water balloon would not break?
Maybe the fact that it was 3 feet big. It was 3 feet big. It was huge. Over your head.
It wrapped around him and then just fell back into the pool.
It was like one of those physics videos, let's put this in a frame by frame verse and to see what happens. There's a
yeah, somehow that water balloon got more dense than the water around it, just sunk to the bottom. You're like, what did you hit him with?
Oh my God. It could have been a physics video of like how it wrapped around and then snapped back. Yeah. That was So Tony, don't make me out to be the only bad guy.
Gary too. You should have let him
Gary-
choke him out.
Mhm.
It would have
See,
saved a lot
there-
of trouble.
Oh my God, that was one of the best ones ever when he did that. That absolutely. It wasn't the best one for Chris though.
No.
Where's he at now? You all right?
Oh, yeah. He's a manager up at Walmart.
The north side one?
No, up in Springs.
He used to work somewhere down here because I used to forget. Was it Walmart down here?
Yeah.
He's worked at
he's
Walmart
been
a lot.
at Walmart for a long time.
Yeah,
I used
20
to go over there
years.
and say hi to him, man. I don't think he knew who the fuck I was.
No.
But every time I seen him, there I was like, "What's up, man?" He's like, "Hey." I'll be on that
Just
breeze.
keep-
Just I'll be on that
just
breeze.
keep going.
She's like, who the fuck is this guy saying hi to me all the time?
It's all right. Tony go in there, call him a whole different name. Fernando, like his wife does.
That's not
Our
me.
buddy Josh. Fernando. Why are you calling him Fernando? His
called
name's
him Fernando?
Josh. No,
Brother's
Tony's
talking
wife.
about how you called Josh Fernando.
Pointing at him too across the store. Fernando. Tony's wife.
Just because he's Mexican, his name's not Fernando.
Oh, that is awesome. That is
And he's looking at her like, who the fuck are you?
yeah.
Fernando.
Fernando. I like it.
It's like,
Could be like
it's
Mark-
Night at the
Marco Polo.
Roxbury, you know? Emilio. And we were like,
We
Emilio.
we should just, and we should also do Monday night games to switch it up. We should pick and like bet something on it, like
Well, we picked the Monday night
or
game.
something.
But you
I know,
lost
but that's
today.
like
I said you lost today.
I know.
you
That's
lost
why we should
bad.
do something. We should do something new for Monday because I'm out of it. You know what I mean?
So let's just do away with the picks for today
Okay.
and go off the scores for Monday night. We all have already picked scores.
Yeah. Except Tony.
I did.
Tony picked a
No,
score.
but no,
it was
I got something way better. We could order another bear. How about the punishment for losing today, Tony? Is why don't you eat that bear right there?
Well,
Can I
Tony
order
did
me
lose.
another one?
I
I'll
lost.
order you another one.
Eat your bear, Gary.
Eat your bear, Gary.
Gary lost. He can eat the bear.
Yeah.
See, and I don't think that's really fair because everybody
That's why he's like,
just
just do
went
away
with
with it.
Daryl's picks.
Just do
When
away
Daryl
with
sent
it.
out his
So-
picks, I was like, "Yep, Daryl's picks."
So I'm the
going with
winner.
Daryl. Yep, Daryl said him. I'm going with Daryl.
Okay, but here, how about we do this? You eat the bear, okay? You get to pick the punishment for the loser next week.
I still don't think that's quite fair, but
You get to pick the punishment for next week. Like, all right, everybody orders smelling salts, or somebody get, something,
Smelling salts would be fun.
eat the bear tonight. I would have to go in and get it.
You already got up to
I'll
get a
make-
drink.
Yeah, I
I'm
mean,
gonna have to get.
and
But
you're like,
the beer fridge is right next to me.
you're like 7 beers in, so it's not going to hurt that bad.
You ain't gonna feel it.
We're not going anywhere.
Are we
we'll sit
doing
here
an
and wait.
actual show tonight? Like, are we going to talk
Yeah,
about anything? Like,
Yeah,
eventually
we're
talk?
getting there. This is just the intro.
We're not even recording. No.
No, have you ever seen the movie The Departed? Like the title doesn't hit till like halfway in. That's where we're at.
This is like La Llorona. Is it La
Speaking of The
Llorona?
Departed, I saw a ranking of Martin Scorsese films. Where would you say that would be?
One.
Yeah, yeah.
I go with 1.
Didn't he do The
'Cause they-
Godfather?
No, that was
No.
Coppola. Francis Ford Coppola.
I honestly don't know any other movie he's made. I just think The
Oh,
Departed's that good.
The Irishman, Gangs of New York,
listen.
Casino,
Gangs of New
Goodfellas.
York. Casino got to be his best.
I like
What's
Casino,
that?
but I
put
like The Departed more. Just
Departed and Casino are right there with Goodfellas, like
Goodfellas.
barely underneath. But it was like ranked like 4th. I thought that makes no fucking
what the hell
sense.
passed it?
I
Yeah,
don't
it's like
even
those
remember.
people- It's like the people that do the power rankings, right? Like Nuggets win the title, they come out the next year, and they lose 2 games. They're like, they're obviously like 15th best team in the league. Really, guys,
Yeah, it's
because they
all
won
just-
the title.
It's all opinion, which
Yeah,
I
Yeah.
get, but
I mean,
all right, well,
and
I'm gonna
nobody's
take off my headphones real quick and go get this fucking bear. And
I'm
we'll
gonna go
get it
take a
out of the
piss.
way.
All right.
I'm gonna piss real quick.
Oh, this
Listen,
might. Yeah, it's a
this-
good thing Tony's peeing now. He'd have pissed his pants watching Gary eat this bear.
We should have told him no to actually make him piss his pants from laughing, because that bear is going to be stupid hot As a matter of fact, I wanted to go first because I know I'm going to be so afraid once I see everybody's reaction to this thing.
Oh, I was just gonna throw the whole thing in my mouth and chew as fast as I can, swallow as fast as I can. I was gonna bring down ranch dressing just for old times. Probably a glass of milk.
Oh my God. If you don't drink ranch dressing like what you did with the
Hot wings.
the hot wings, I mean, it's all for naught.
Is it even
really.
a challenge? Is it even a challenge?
If you're not drinking ranch dressing, I
Yeah.
mean, if you've never had enough pain to think that ranch dressing is a viable option to stop the pain and drink it, then it's really not a challenge worth
No.
having.
No, not worth the
So,
shit.
speaking of power rankings and the Nuggets, dude, what is going on with them? Did you see what they did in New York?
Or when they got blasted.
Vic, you
what
actually
happened?
convinced him to do this. It's awesome. I knew once you said it that somehow, some way you're gonna
Have you
make
ever
him follow through.
have you ever seen peer pressure?
Right.
Right.
I also
God,
grabbed more drinks while I was up too, so I don't.
That's
have
probably a
to do
good
that
idea.
for a minute.
I told Vic, I was like, I was going to throw the whole thing in my mouth and chew and swallow like as fast as possible, and then be like, drink a couple ranch dressings for old time's sake, and then a little bit of milk, anything to help.
The ranch dressings is what's going to make it all.
Yeah, it comes with a little sticker,
Little nitro.
a little nitro.
I still think you guys fucking cheated on these picks.
I did. I told you I did.
Not
And
Daryl,
what's
but I
against
mean,
me?
the two of you didn't fucking do your own. I disagree with Daryl.
But he didn't because he changed.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
changed.
too.
Tony
Well,
changed.
he tried to cheat extra.
That's why you should have to do the bear as well.
Do it, Tony. Let's do it.
Babe,
I
I'm
got
gonna
it.
eat this bear.
Right here.
Well, if you need,
Oh my God.
if you need to call the ambulance,
Little nitro, supposedly
Ow.
hottest gummy
Did you
bear.
just eat that thing already?
I
I was
took-
like, damn, I watched Tony put something in his mouth. I was like, holy
how
shit.
hot is it?
900
It has
times hotter
no
than a
sense.
jalapeno.
It says it's hotter than any pepper. There's no smell.
hold
You
on
don't
a
smell.
minute. Why am I eating this?
Because you
Because
cheated.
you cheated.
That didn't help me.
No,
Doesn't matter.
That's why.
That's what
That
cheaters
makes it
get.
even worse.
Yeah.
I was honest about it.
Okay,
But then you still lost.
so
I repented from my.
what about all the people who
lying.
fucking all the
I
murderers? who-
repented from my sins,
So
Gary.
when all these serial killers go and they admit to all these extra murders, hey, he admitted it. Let's let him go.
Hey, listen. We'll just
But
put it
that's
this
what he
though.
didn't mean to
What-
kill all those people. He said he did.
Oh God, look, little nitro. You guys are going bare hands and everything. Gonna wipe your eyes. Oh, Tony's
Oh
is
my
in.
God. Oh my God.
It's hard. Like there's no
That's what she
chewiness
said.
to it. It's just hard. Like you can't chew it.
Suck on it. You're good at that.
Tony's good. Tony's so having it. Tony's used to eating like jalapenos and fucking cherry pepper relish on every sandwich, so he's good.
It didn't even bother him.
It's good.
Yeah, I don't.
Good. All
I
right.
don't. I don't get anything.
That's
Nothing.
good.
Swallow it. Swallow it. Swallow it, Gary.
Well,
Hottest thing ever. In fact, I am actually
I don't give a
disappointed.
fuck. Act up all you want. I don't give a fuck.
I'm not
I
saying
need
it's not
that.
spicy,
I need that.
but I
No,
am disappointed in Little Nitro gummy bears.
it is a disappointment. It is a disappointment.
Like it's hot.
It is. It's not. I thought it was gonna be a lot worse, but it's not. It's not easy.
Yeah, it's hot, but it's not. It's not like they make it out to be.
yeah, you can tell it's not bothering you at all, Tony.
It ain't.
Give me the milk.
Like it is hot, but it's not.
Yes.
I wouldn't say it's hotter than a ghost pepper.
No. It's a disappointment.
No. Well, that's disappointing.
Funny.
So, Gary, I sent something to the group, or maybe just Daryl. They have like this most sour challenge. Have you seen those?
Mm-hmm.
I was like, what is he doing?
The side I chewed it on is fucking on fire.
Yes. You know what? That was just amazing. This is amazing.
All right, we're good. So sour
What?
challenge.
What are you doing, Tony? Is that actually helping?
I think so.
I thought you said it wasn't that bad.
It ain't.
It's
Like
just
where it is bad, it's bad. But like I thought it was gonna be worse.
Okay.
It really
So
ain't that
like,
bad.
so we can do like,
All right.
did I send it to the group or did I send it just to you, Daryl, as like,
I don't remember.
like the super sour? Hold on, let me go look.
No, it looks like it went to the group.
Yeah, it's like the super sour, like the most sour thing you could eat or drink. They have them at Walmart. Oh, look, he's gonna go get himself some fried rice. Nobody even saw that, Tony. You were boy. I'll tell you what. No,
It must
completely
be getting a little
gone
hot,
now.
but Gary keeps lifting his hat up like, "Ooh, we need a little,
It's still-
little air."
It burns.
It's worse after you swallow it.
That's what she said.
I had to
Did
spit
he
in the
drop
sink.
his food?
No, I had to spit in the sink because you said that it's worse when you swallow it.
no.
That is true.
So
Because as you're chewing it, there's no heat. Zero. You swallow it, it's like it activates the heat. It's fucking crazy. Well, Gary,
like your mouth doesn't burn. It's the
No.
back of your throat.
yes.
Yeah. That sounds terrible.
All
Okay.
right.
I wanted
Well,
that
you
to
know.
be worse than that for content purposes, but
Yeah, I mean,
It was
you
pretty
you
good.
it was
can't hide.
uncomfortable.
You went through like a roll of paper towels, wiping the sweat off your face, so that was good.
And then put those sweaty paper towels in your mouth. So that goes to show your level of thought process. So it was bad enough that you put you put sweaty paper towels in your mouth.
The bottom of my tongue is still hot.
But your teeth didn't go numb. That's my gauge. Once your teeth go numb, ranch dressing it is. That's what you got.
Oh Lord.
Over the years, Gary's mouth is taking a pounding. You don't even feel it.
What I thought was
You
good
gotta
is
build
when
up resistance to this stuff
he's trained his whole life for this.
and other things.
Man. Oh my God,
Okay.
Lord. Oh my God.
The sour thing would have been better.
Oh, that's
I
next.
mean, that's next. I mean, you could dole out the punishment next time and pick it, Gary.
Me too.
yeah. Well,
No, you don't. No, he's a cheater.
They could decide amongst each other.
I was a cheater. Okay. I cheated. It didn't help.
Would have been funnier if his picks panned out and like we would have lost. I'd be like, what the fuck?
You would have punished me.
Listen, even that fried rice. He's been eating that fried rice since we started. Like before you got on, he's like,
This cold little piece of chicken's helping my tongue.
"You're like an animation. Like if I was to draw a cartoon, it would be you."
Oh, shit.
So
So anyway,
back to
now we can start the podcast. What's going on, guys?
Hold on, I gotta get a
Welcome to the
paper
pod.
towel.
Oh, now he's gonna wipe his sweat. This
No,
guy.
I just gotta wipe my nose.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say wipe your ass.
It's running
Juice it
like a
out now.
motherfucker.
Oh my God. We could do like wasabi, teaspoons of wasabi for punishment.
So it did trigger the nose running.
That's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good
Dude,
thing
I
you're
got
outside.
that thing in my
nice cold
stomach
garage.
with milk on top of it.
It's starting
I'm
to
definitely
separate.
lactose.
It's bubbling.
Just pull SIBO. I'm just
You-
shit the bed tonight.
Do that anyway. You act like that's something new.
But this time it's
How
gonna
many?
be hot.
Okay, let me ask everybody a question and be fucking honest. Gary.
No. Not happened.
How many times in your adult life have you shit your pants?
Oh, I
Maybe
can't count
one.
as many.
One?
It-
Yeah,
When do
maybe
you
one.
consider yourself an adult?
18 years old.
Okay, I just want to clarify. Rick, how about you?
Zero.
Don't say zero. You lying
Zero.
motherfucker.
Zero.
I don't
Listen,
believe you.
Listen.
Everybody
I mean,
shits their pants once.
Dude, I'm at like
No.
once a year. Once a year, I trust the fart, or my ass just don't clamp shut tight enough to keep it in. You know.
There
Just
was
happens.
a guy. There was a guy I used to work with. He said, being an adult was learning never trust a fart and never waste a boner. I like that.
That's words to live by.
It's like the
I
older you
haven't
get.
shit my pants in a while. I've
But
shit
it's-
my ass quite a few times.
That counts.
No, if you don't have to take your underwear off and throw them away, that's not a real shit.
It's been like maybe 2
If you
times.
just dirty up between your cheeks, have to go wipe it out. That's different.
Well, I've dirtied up between my cheeks, and the turd fell out, and hit my underwear. Dirtied them up.
Oh my
Does
god!
that really count?
Oh my god! What is
You
wrong
think
with you guys?
that's the failed clinch. That counts as
Yeah.
a shitting your pants.
See,
No,
it's like 2
the
times.
failed coach. No, there's something wrong with both of you. I thought we were going. Listen, I thought we were going back to the Nuggets or something. Isn't that what we were going to talk
We were
about?
going to the Nuggets, and then
We were talking nuggets.
we had other stuff. Anyway,
He's like, look at
you don't look on his face, too. He's not having it.
That was I'm so fucking pissed right now. I'm gonna just stare at you guys.
He goes in the
That's
garage
like
to
the
get away from
fourth
everybody.
time she has came out here now. 4 times.
That's hilarious. You should have made Hurry to gummy bear. Here, try this.
Yeah.
I got you something. Yeah. So
Okay,
What
so the
game-
nuggets.
Nuggies.
the Nuggets. Obviously, we laid an egg against New York. We're down Aaron Gordon. We were without Jamal for a while. We're like 18-9 or something like that, or
I thought it was 10-7 last time I looked.
10-7. Okay.
10-7.
I knew there was one and another number there. 18, 10, pretty close.
10, 57, you know, something.
It's right there.
It's close.
What? I mean, how much is injuries? Like, what is going on with them?
What is wrong with Gordon though? Why is he out?
Is it his calf?
He's been
Yeah.
out for like
Calf strain?
he's been out for like 10, 12 games, isn't he?
Yeah.
Has it been that many?
He's
Get him.
been out for
Yeah.
a while.
I
Like,
think like after the third game he's been out, something like that.
Well,
I think he does. I think he does a lot of cleanup, man. I think he's really important to our offense and defense. But
he is.
Yeah, he does a lot around the bucket shit, like all the dirty work. You know, he might score 8 points a game, have 8 rebounds, but like that's
Yeah.
crucial shit.
But he'll also
He's a
punch somebody in the
facilitator.
throat, you know? He'll give somebody that forearm in the throat. Good stuff.
What I think the problem is we need a guy like Jeff Green back in Denver. We need a veteran big man that will just come in and give meaningful minutes and not care about how much he's in there. Aaron Gordon being out and Murray being out has really messed us up. But I think us losing Jeff Green has been the biggest loss since we went on our title run.
I think Bruce Brown too. I think losing both of those because Bruce Brown brought a lot of energy off the bench, like a starter. Like he could have started with the 5, but losing him in Green, I think that really hurt us bad.
Yeah,
Right.
but Christian Brown is putting up numbers far superior than Bruce or KCP is doing.
Well, have you seen KCP's numbers this year? They don't look very good.
Yeah.
They ain't
I
very
mean,
good.
But Brown, he's a starter for us now, isn't he?
Yeah.
Christian
is
Brown.
tough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like him. I like that kid. I think we did the
Absolutely.
right thing. What the Nuggets are doing reminds me a lot of what the Spurs did, right? With Manu Ginobili and Tony Parker, and just kept like that core group of guys. They developed the talent and just, let the guys when they got too big walk away, but they kept that core group. And I love watching this team. They're awesome.
They're fun to watch, especially when they're on. When they're off,
Oh,
I'm
that's
like, man, I gotta look away.
I
But they
just wish
started-
Murray would dedicate more of himself to being good. It's like he's good, he's talented, but he doesn't put enough work in. That's what it feels like when I watch him play sometimes. Because he's inconsistent.
Well, that
Like
he
when he's
actually,
great, he's great. When he's not, he's not. It's like, dude, if you just put more work in, quit getting
Yeah, but
hit on IG Live,
True.
you'd be better.
but yeah, I don't know if he's fully healthy. I don't know if he was fully healthy in the Olympics. I don't think he's been right since last playoff run. Because remember when he was hurt before we went to the playoffs, and then he was like he wasn't right in the playoffs. I don't think he ever got right through the whole offseason.
What was wrong with him?
I can't remember. All I know is he had an injury.
Man,
I think it was a calf or something, wasn't it?
Don't know. I'd have to look.
Whatever it is, like that's doing extra shit in the off season. That's getting your body right.
Right, but I think the problem was the Olympics because he also played in the Olympics, and I don't think
Well, then
that.
don't go play the fucking Olympics.
You know
You
how
got
these
a
people
title
are?
to chase.
Yeah, he's
know.
like, I want to play for Canada. We're not going to win nothing, but I want to play for them.
yeah, it's like freaking
Jokic.
joke. Yeah, playing for Serbia.
And they almost won. One guy.
Single-handedly. Like his efficiency rating when he went off the court, when he was on the court, they're like plus something ridiculous. Him being on the court, if he would have played the whole game, they would have won. Basically,
That was like the difference in the game.
yeah, it was
Just him taking a
break.
rest. Yeah, it's like, that's
His
ridiculous.
His numbers are so ridiculous. I mean, like what he's doing this year.
Yeah.
What is it? 29 points a game, 14 rebounds, and 11 assists.
Yeah, he's averaging a triple-double.
As a center.
Of course, they play the Clippies. Yeah, his average is 29.7, 13.1 rebounds, and 10.6 assists.
He was up in the 11s for a while.
Yeah. It's just the last couple games he didn't get a triple-double.
I think he's
He got
actually,
double-doubles.
I think he's actually like 53% from 3-point land. It's like unheard of. If you look that up, it's like 50, 56, 53, something that like even Steph Curry would want. You know, he's leading the league in.
Dude's a monster, that's for sure. And we're just like squandering it. We're like, oh yeah, he's good, but you know, that's fine. We could do whatever we want.
I don't remember who was the coach when he was drafted, but I was watching his highlights of his rookie season, and I was shocked because we had Daniel Gallinari Chris and Chandler and all those guys, right? Like, why were we not better then? Because Gallinari and Wilson Chandler were awesome. I think not awesome, but really underrated players.
Yeah, dude, I like Gallinari. I thought he was good.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't see his 3-point percentage, but his field goal percentage is 56.8.
Okay, maybe it's just his field goal percentage. He's leading the league, right?
I don't see that though. I'm just looking at his individual stats.
It's a lot. It's unheard of the numbers that he's, putting up. 56% is crazy.
I think he's in the 30s from 3-point land.
Is your guys' mouth burning or is it gone now?
Gone.
It's almost pretty much gone, yeah.
That's good. That gives hope.
It gives hope. That makes my day because I was not looking forward to this,
So now
I'm glad mine.
next time you two have to eat yours.
Okay, next
So
time.
not bad at all.
Not just for punishment, like just to do
Just
it,
to
like
catch
get
up.
it out of the way. Yep, we did ours. Now you two do yours.
I know,
You gotta swallow next.
Jokic leads. Yeah, Jokic leads in rebounds right now. He's number 1 in rebounds. He's number 2 in assists. He's number 4 in points, behind Giannis, LaMelo Ball, and SGA.
Look, you finally came around. Only took 5 years for LaMelo Ball to come around.
Yeah.
It's one guy that leads in all these categories, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Or top 5 at least.
Yeah. I thought Giannis would have been more.
Defense?
It's Giannis, and he's won a title, and he is awesome. But I figured he'd be putting up Joker-type numbers watching him when he first came out. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he was dominant as shit. Like, he was hard as fuck to guard.
Yeah.
And now it's just like, he's like, I'm going to defer to Dame. Let Dame shoot. But then he's like, better yet, give me the ball.
I was reading something saying that he's trying to go play for the Lakers. Like, that's who he's
Dame?
wanting to go. No, Giannis.
Giannis. Shit.
Which would freaking piss me off because hate the Lakers.
Yeah. Well, everybody wants to go to the Lakers for some reason.
That pretty much make them unstoppable. If you got AD and Giannis,
Oh, that'd still be something.
Yeah, it'd be like the Twin Towers. Yeah, but you look at like the Timberwolves. They have Naz Reid, who's I don't know if I consider him a premier power forward, but he's good. He's one of the better. and Rudy
Yep.
Gobert, who's been the Defensive Player of the Year 5 times, even though he's soft as medicated cotton, and Cat
Gets
Town.
ghosted against Joker.
What's that?
Christian Brown.
He can't guard Joker.
No.
Well,
Well, I'm saying like,
CB dunked in his face, and then he got
Yeah.
choked. But
yeah, but I'm saying you look at the Timberwolves got 3 bigs that are as good or better than those 2 would be, and they didn't win anything.
it all depends on the team you play, really. Because like Giannis does have like cold streaks. Like he does so good for so long, and then he goes cold for a while. Like he'll do good like 75% of the time. The other 25% of the time, like, what are you doing?
It's like, what happened?
Yeah,
What
like
do you-
he'll put up his points, but then won't do anything else. You're like, okay, so are you just shooting the ball today? That's all we're doing. Okay.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't know if that'd make him unstoppable. I'd hate to see him leave for the Lakers. So it's kind of like hating the freaking, what's it called? The Yankees.
Yeah.
Let some other teams get to it.
Yes.
Are you still a huge Yankees fan, Gary?
I don't know that I was ever actually a Yankees fan. Like I liked the fucking hats. Like I wore the hats.
Oh.
But I don't know if I was ever actually a Yankees fan.
A
Yeah,
fan
I
by
don't-
logo only. The Yankees logo fan.
Yeah, I like the logo. Kind of like, the Cleveland Indians. Probably one of the best logos ever made.
Well, now it's the Guardians.
Yeah.
It's weird.
Which pisses me off.
It's all right. I still call the Chargers San Diego Chargers. I'm like, we play
Yeah,
San Diego.
well, I still call
Angeles.
Washington the Redskins. Like
I always say bring
it's
Redskins
stupid.
back.
Stupid. But yeah, I think I like the logo more than anything. I don't think I was ever actually a Yankees fan.
Speaking of baseball, I heard a peculiar argument earlier online today of like the greatest in all sports, right? The guy's like, everybody talks about Michael Jordan and, because, and what's his face? Wayne Gretzky, who won, I think it was like four or 6 MVPs in a row, right? All-time point leader. But man, I never realized Nolan Ryan's stats.
Oh,
And so
he was
he's-
amazing.
Insane.
Like 27 years.
It was the best at his position
Yes.
Yeah.
for that
Yeah.
long.
Yeah. He averaged 10 strikeouts over his whole career. Game. That's
Yeah, he was-
unheard of.
Yes.
He was amazing.
You ever see that clip of that dude charges the mound, he knocks him out, and then like he went to pitch the rest of the game? You're like, that's
Yeah,
a Nolan Ryan
Robin
thing.
Ventura.
Yeah.
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 Whooped his ass.
And he was like 50 when he did it.
Yeah.
Like,
He'd been up there. 27 years in, you're like, yeah, all right, it's fine. Do your
Yeah.
thing.
yeah, I just, you kind of forget about a guy like that, right? He was talking about how Randy Johnson was the closest in strikeouts, and he's still like 1,000 behind him or something crazy.
Yeah.
Like,
That's amazing.
it's unheard of. And Randy Johnson, he can make pigeons explode.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
he makes
no
them disappear.
problem.
He's a
Fuck
magician out there.
Fuck those pigeons. We need more Randy Johnsons to control the pigeon population.
He was the original Thanos, snapped his fingers, exploded a pigeon.
That,
Hey, Gary,
that
we were talking. Oh, sorry.
no, go ahead. No, go ahead.
We were talking about the best athletes of all time. So I wanted your opinion on who you think the top athletes of all time, if not the athlete of all time.
So you got to look at Deion Sanders. The way he played, like he was great at football, and he was pretty damn good at baseball.
Because the reason why this got brought up is because Vic reminded me that I was saying Reggie Bush was like back in 2006.
He was a fan of the Bush.
And I remembered like I thought Reggie Bush was like the fucking best athlete in the world.
Yeah,
And at
no,
that
like, he
time,
was-
it's not like he wasn't. But
No, he was good. That like for a few years, he was amazing. That was it.
Yeah,
a few
so he
years.
put
But
it-
like Deion, like the stuff Deion did. If you watched the 30 on Deion Sanders, the dude was a machine.
yeah,
But
same
the way
with
they
Jordan
think-
too. Like I think Jordan and Dion are like equal.
Well,
What about-
except Jordan sucked at baseball. He was not good at baseball.
Wait a second. What about?
Basketball, best to play basketball, but Deion Sanders did good at football and baseball.
How
I
about
don't
Bo
think he
Jackson?
excelled at. Yeah,
He didn't
Bo
excel
Jackson.
at baseball, but he was far better than Michael
good.
Jordan
No,
was.
He
he
was
won
good.
a
Yeah.
World Series.
They said
No,
when he,
and look at his travel. Like when he was playing for the Falcons, he played a fucking game, went and played baseball, came back. Like, dude, like
Yep.
the guy was fucking something.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go with Bo Jackson.
I mean, Bo Jackson's fucking good too.
Not only could he run as fast as Dion, he was 230 pounds, ran a 4.1940, like one of the fastest times ever. I remember watching him. He had your ball at the warning track, and Harold Reynolds was on second. And without a crow hop, without a bounce, he gunned down Harold Reynolds, who's one of the fastest base runners in baseball at the time, right? He hit that warning track, turned around, didn't jump, didn't do anything, just gunned it. Never took a bounce and threw him out. That's incredible. Like he excelled in both sports.
Yeah,
Daryl?
I would have liked
It
to have
was
seen
always low.
LeBron James play multiple sports because that guy is a freak athlete.
Fuck
I don't
LeBron.
I don't like LeBron James playing basketball, but he's amazing. The guy's
I mean,
fucking good.
longevity will do that to you. You'll have every record there is if you're good. You
But
just
just
play forever.
look at how athletic that guy is. Can you imagine him as a tight end?
I can imagine
No.
him never being better than second place all time in basketball.
No, he'll never beat Jordan out for best basketball player.
Ever.
But his
Kobe.
athletic ability, like you take away,
Everyone
like
forgets
if
about
he,
Kobe.
Yep.
say he didn't go into the NBA and get all the flopping, I think he would have done good in the NFL.
And he likes to gaslight racial issues too. That's what pisses me off the most about him. He's an
does.
amazing athlete, yes.
He does.
He gaslights
Yeah.
shit. He does. He's not even educated on it. It's like, bro, shut the
He
fuck
does.
up.
But he's also he's a decent person. Like, he's a good role model for children. Like, he doesn't have
He is a
anything.
party.
He doesn't have anything, like, on his record that's really bad. Like, as far as athletes go, he's not a terrible
I
person.
wouldn't go that far. Well,
He's maybe in the top
he-
15.
not in the public anyway. Only in Diddy parties does he dress up in little
Well, I mean,
maid outfits.
what
and-
happens at a Diddy party stays at a Diddy party, right?
Not necessarily, Gary.
Ain't no party
Not-
like a
it
Diddy
should-
party.
Yeah,
It
not for
should
much
have,
longer.
though, Tony. It should have never left
Yeah.
a Diddy party.
Should have.
Should have been just
Mm.
baby oil and buttholes, huh? Just
So-
good times.
So I don't know
The
where
truth comes out, Gary. I picked the Jets, okay? The truth comes out.
So
Alright.
Ray, so my youngest kid, right? She fucking, I don't know where she gets it from, but she brought home her notes from school the other day. She was taking notes in class, and I'm looking at them, and she's got the note on one side of the paper, and I flip it over, and she's done all these drawings, weird drawings, people, and in the corner of this is she's got a bottle of baby oil drawn with stars all around it.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I'm like, what? What is this?
Nobody go to Gary's house. Nobody go to Gary's house.
She's like, oh, it's just baby oil. I'm like, where do you, like, where does she find this at?
Oh my God. So I agree with you up until the thing broke with Diddy. Like,
Yeah, he had
LeBron
nothing bad
James.
against him.
yeah, there was never anything bad, but and obviously he gaslights the public. He's, because like he one time said something bad about China, who's the largest consumer of the NBA, right?
Yeah, then it
And China
changed.
said, you want, yeah, and he changed. So he doesn't really care about issues
Affect
that
his
is
money.
gonna, yes, because Enos Cantor, you guys remember Enos Cantor?
So
Yeah.
he
Now,
is the
Enos-
only NBA athlete to stand up against that.
Yes. Enos Freedom because he defected from China, right? And they want to kill him
Yep.
because he talks about how bad it is. When LeBron James was running his head, he goes, look, man, you can't even talk about China because the second you did, they threatened you and you shut up. So you really don't care. Your shoes are made there in sweatshops for pennies on the dollar and you don't care. So I think at one point in his life, I thought the same thing. Like I hated him. And he is a freak athlete, but like everything, time catches everybody.
Wait long
He just
enough,
will never be on the level of Jordan and Kobe.
I don't think
You
he
mentioned
beats Kobe.
Kobe.
I
No.
agree. So I
Just a
like
killer
Kobe
instinct.
Bryant too. Like Kobe Bryant played to win. Like he might not have the best shooting percentage. He missed a lot of shots. Who else?
And
would
most
you
would
want?
say he's not a role model because he rapes white bitches in Colorado. But you know what?
Well, I mean,
Guy can
so
play
do we,
basketball.
do we even know if he did that? Like, I honestly think that was a money scam to get money out of him. I think it was a consensual, like, he cheated
Well,
on his wife.
we should say allegedly.
Yeah, allegedly. 'Cause
Allegedly.
he cheated on his wife, but I think it was consensual. Then she wanted money out of it, and she got it.
We're starting to justify it was okay. It was consensual that he cheated on his wife. So hey,
Well, I'm not saying that's a
Okay.
good thing.
And
Like,
I know.
I'm not saying that's good. But
I'm playing.
he didn't rape her, in my opinion. I
No.
don't
But
think.
we're
I
talking
don't
about
think that
basketball
happened.
ability, not ability to cheat on his wife.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basketball
Wait,
ability was amazing.
Awesome.
What about-
ability
what-
to cheat
what-
on his wife? Through the roof.
Also,
ability
that's
to
not,
get away with it, not pay money? Terrible.
yeah,
What
not
about
good.
Wilt Chamberlain?
A different era.
Like
I
Bill
mean-
Russell.
Yeah. When you're that
Yeah.
tall and that strong, I mean, you're gonna dominate. Just like Shaq.
Yeah,
Like
I
Shaq
would
was the most
consider.
dominant player ever.
Dude, if Shaq would have spent a little more time in the gym and focused on basketball,
Yeah.
Shaq would have been the best ever. Best ever.
So,
No doubt.
oh yeah, I wouldn't consider Bill Russell all that high on the list because it's such a different. Like, it wasn't the super physical era yet.
That's when they punch the fuck out of people.
Hold
Yeah,
on.
but they
Let's
weren't
just-
playing. They didn't have so many athletes. Like once you hit the later '70s into the early '80s, like you start
Are you
getting
hating
the
on white
better
people right now, Gary?
athletes. No,
You're like,
'cause
there was a
Larry
lot of white
Bird's-
people in the league.
Larry Bird is I think he's my favorite basketball player ever. So that's not the case. It's just the
You mean to
competition
tell
in
me-
the 60s
you mean to
60s
tell
wasn't
me-
what it was.
the guy who never lost in the NBA Finals. He's got more rings than fingers. 11 championships. You
But
don't
who
put
did he
him.
play? Who did he play?
You don't put him up there. You talk
Who did he
about Red
play?
Auerbach as a great coach. What do you get there? Well, you didn't coach anybody good.
Who did he play?
Was Bob Cousy? Was Bob in that era? Was it Bob Cousy?
I can't remember.
Jerry West. Jerry
I think
West had to
Jerry
be around
West
that
was
time.
slightly later.
Was he slightly later?
I
don't
think
know.
so.
I'm
No.
gonna have to do some
We've had
research.
King Cobra, Gary. We can't go back that far.
Wilt Chamberlain was in the 70s, and he slept with 10,000 women. So, and
I mean,
none
that
of
right
them,
there is
and none of them
impressive.
filed on him. None of them
That
asked
is
for
correct.
money.
His ability to sleep with women, probably cheat on his wife, get away with it,
He was
not
the
owe
best
money.
overall player.
Best all time.
Well
I mean,
rounded.
Yeah, definitely you got to put him way up there. Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
Yeah.
What about
How
him?
many women did he slay?
Probably a lot.
No, probably zero. He was Muslim.
Yeah.
Because he didn't come out as Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He found religion, I can't remember, sometime around coming out of college.
Well, he was
Oh,
in
Magic.
Airplane, wasn't he? Magic. He's the
You wanna talk about
AIDS
not cheating
fucking
on your wife,
victory.
good.
No,
Yeah.
Magic is the AIDS champion.
Something about the lowest grade you could possibly get on cheating on your wife. An F minus.
You had one job. Here, I mean, yeah, what are you doing? God, that's
Off the court, horrible.
yeah,
That knocks him out of the top 10.
absolutely. He's way down there.
We gotta take a ranking of everything on the court, off the court. You're out. Sorry.
What about Oscar Robinson? You know, Oscar Robinson. He's got to be up there. Tim Duncan. I don't know why nobody talks
Tim
about Tim
Duncan.
Duncan.
Dude, Tim
Just make
Duncan was
Duncan
like
dip.
ridiculous to watch.
Yeah, Mr.
Ridiculous to
Fundamental.
watch.
He never talked shit. He was never in a freaking bad controversy. I mean, he's got.
So
an
if we're
A+.
talking about like person off the court, on the court, everything, Tim Duncan's up there. He's like top 5. He never
Yeah,
cheated on his
basketball-
wife. Never got
basketball
fucking
players, but I wouldn't say top 5 and best athletes ever.
I thought we were just talking about basketball players.
basketball players.
Not
Yeah,
athletes.
basketball definitely. Like
Yeah, no, athletes kind of ends it like Bo Jackson, right?
I mean, Bo Jackson. Who's better than Bo Jackson?
Like you got Bo
Nobody.
Jackson, then Deion Sanders, and then who?
You know, I'm going to give an unpopular opinion, but I think hockey has the most talented athletes by what they have to do, right? I
Oh,
mean, think about
physically?
that. Yeah, physically, you look at
Ridiculous.
a guy like Wayne Gretzky. When you talk about athletes, and maybe he didn't play two sports, but he dominated hockey when it was a tough sport, and he didn't do it against clubs. You know what I mean? He was
Yeah.
doing it when there was, what was the guy's name from the Rangers? That was like his arch nemesis. Was it Lemieux?
I thought Lemieux was the Penguins.
Yeah, I can see his face right now. 8 MVPs in a
I
row.
see.
Look it up, Daryl. How many MVPs did Wayne Gretzky get?
So he captured 9 Hart trophies.
Is that the MVP? Was it in a row?
Yeah. It was 8 in a row, 9 altogether. Yeah, 9 altogether, 8 in a row.
Think how good you got to be to do that,
8 in a row.
right? 8 in a row.
I mean,
I
after
mean-
3 in a row, you're like, fuck, man, this guy's good. 4 in a row,
Yeah.
you're like, all right. 5,
Look-
you're like, does anybody else play this game?
Yeah, like, are you? It's like, it reminds me of that. You remember that commercial with Comcast when it's like stupid fast when they're
Yeah.
showing the flashcards? Yeah, like, is anybody trying here, guys? He. I think too. If you look at his point scoring, it's astronomical compared to everybody else too. Like, it's ridiculous.
No, it's crazy. Like, Wayne Gretzky was just crazy.
Yeah. God dang, dude. Who was a famous guy? I could see him. It's going to drive me nuts.
I'm
Type
trying
in
to find it.
Rangers forward. Rangers, New York Rangers forwards. Do you feel better now, Tony?
Oh man, yeah.
I thought didn't you tell me you quit drinking? So you are drinking or you're not drinking?
Stopped for like 3 weeks, not drinking anything, but then I started drinking wine.
Some wine.
Yeah,
So
kinda-
Gretzky played for
I'm
the
trying
Rangers.
to stay away from the whiskey. Oh, sorry.
No, Gretzky played for the Rangers.
Yeah, but this was late.
It was
No.
96, 97.
No. He played with the Kings, and then he went to the Rangers. I mean, he played forever. I think he played for like 18 or 20 years. Man,
What would it be like in the, I don't know, 80s, 89?
90. It was the late 80s, early 90s. Maybe it like type in like Wayne Gretzky rivalries.
Just put in top 10 hockey players of all time.
I
Pick
bet
number
that.
2.
Yeah, I mean Gordie Howe is going to be up there. But what do you guys think about Wayne Gretzky when it comes to athletes like dominating that much? He got 8 MVPs in a row.
Well, he's the best
Dominating-
hockey player ever.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
so,
ready to
they
score.
are saying it's Lemieux.
Yeah, I thought it was Lemieux, but there's been so many Lemieux. Was it Mario?
Yeah,
Mario
Lemieux.
I thought so. That was his like nemesis. That was like his guy that always he'd go against was Lemieux. Those were the two, like, it was like the Michael Jordan, Isaiah Thomas rivalry.
The keep you off the dream team rivalry. You know, the good one.
Yes, they hated each other. They hated each other. Anyway,
Did you watch? Did you watch the Last Dance?
No, Gary told me I needed to, and I started, and
It was entertaining.
I
It's pretty good.
Jordan's looking like Randy Moss.
dude with his yellow eyes
Yeah.
for sure,
And
dude. That dude drinks
and he took that shit personally.
Yeah.
What did he take personally?
There was a scene in that where like they were talking about somebody saying something. And he's like, and I took that shit personally.
I don't remember what it
No,
was.
it was funny
It
as
was
hell.
about. I think it was about Gary Payton covering him, guarding him.
Oh.
And he's like, they said he could lock me down or whatever, or stop me from scoring. He's like, I took that shit personally. I think that's what he was talking about.
I mean, Gary
The
Payton was
glove.
pretty good.
I mean, the greatest Jordan thing of all time is when he shows up to that camp and they're like, oh yeah,
Chris
if
Paul's
Jordan
camp.
misses a shot, if Jordan misses a shot, he'll give everybody shoes. Proceeded to hit like 10 shots in a row. Didn't miss a shot. Swished all of them. Not even a backward, just swished all of them left. Fuck
I
them
mean,
kids. I was like, God.
You can't even
Gary's
give him
thinking,
hope.
fuck them kids.
It just keep coming out.
Let's talk about the Bears and their fucking poor clock management and firing Eberflus real fast.
Listen,
Say his last name 3 times fast.
Eberflus. Sounds like you're sneezing, huh? It almost sounds like a sneeze, like
him and Brian Dobell, I don't even know how they're still around. Like, they finally fired Eberflus. But Brian Dobell from the Giants is just as dumb, right? Like, how has he not gotten fired?
Dude, Dayball should
Yeah.
be gone. Peterson should be gone. Antonio
Pierce?
Pierce, he'll be gone. Like, even though, like, we were making this point the other day, the players do play for Antonio Pierce.
I was
They
gonna say
play they play their ass off for him.
listen.
Like they really do, man. It's like Dan Campbell, how the Lions were shit, but the players played for him.
they
that's
don't give up.
No, that's what Antonio Pierce has going for him. But he's just
I think Shanahan needs to go.
at this point.
The guy sucks.
I mean, he does have a super team, and he can't do anything right now.
Can't do
Yeah,
anything. Can't keep a lead. Can't fucking Super Bowls. How many Super Bowls has he lost that he should have won? Going back to Atlanta.
3.
3.
Exactly.
Because he can't keep a lead.
That's how many to the number.
Exactly. I mean, and Chicago ruins another quarterback. I don't know if he ever would have been good, but I mean,
he looked good coming out of college. Like when he was playing for USC last year, he looked good. He had flashes of brilliance. I just didn't like when
again. See if that helped.
No, I didn't like when he was in the stands. Like, oh, I'm going to
crying
go
on
home
his
and
mom.
yeah, cry with my dog and stuff. I'm like, nah, man, that's not a football player makeup. You know what I mean? Like that's not how you do it.
That's not a leader makeup, right? No. Who's gonna respect a guy that acts that way, right?
No one.
You look at like Patty Mahomes when he jumps in the Max Crosby space. He's like, "I'm here all day, bitch." Right? That's what gets those guys riled up. Bo Nix jumping in the guy's face and like staring at him. Like that's what earns that respect, and people want to get that. So
yeah. Yeah, it's just, and on that play, they said that Caleb audibled out to a different play, to call for that long bomb to Odunze. And I was like, okay, so he is able to audible out of the play, but he can't call a timeout either? Because they're trying to leave him completely unscathed, like, oh, the coach should have called a timeout. I was like, well, wouldn't you call a timeout? Like, you look at the clock, you're like,
it's the coach's fault, though.
I know, but I'm just saying, they were like, oh, it's completely away from Caleb. It's like, no, if Caleb can audible, Caleb can call a timeout.
But
You'd be like,
did
nah.
Caleb Wilson... or Williams, did he tap himself out of a game?
No, that was
no, exactly. Like he did
Richardson
he didn't go
or
that
whatever.
far.
Richardson,
Richardson for the Colts. He didn't go that far.
Yeah, no.
That was bad.
Richardson
if you're on
says,
the
I'm
field,
tired. I got to go.
If you're the quarterback on the field trying to win a game in the last seconds, and you're thinking about all the shit going on, lining people up, your coach should be the one having your back to be like, yo, let's call this timeout right now.
True, but
like,
you
you're
also know the
wasting too much
situation.
fucking time out there. Especially a rookie quarterback, man. Have his back all the fucking time out.
Dude, situational just awareness. Like
that's 100% on the coach.
I'd say like 97-3. Like you gotta give Caleb a little bit of blame there.
Oh yeah, he needs to own some of that, especially since he audibled the play. Weren't they in field goal range anyway?
Yes. He could have just threw it at the dirt and been like, let's take a long one.
Yeah. I mean, why are you going to try to throw a bomb when you could kick a field goal and win the game?
Yeah.
Why are you just down on the sideline watching this shit happen?
Dude,
I just watch the time run the fuck out. Like,
did you see the Ohio State coach yesterday?
No.
So Michigan tried to plant the flag on Ohio State's field after they beat him, right? The players were going all crazy, trying to stop him from doing this. They were throwing punches, getting shoved around and shit. The Ohio State coach is just sitting there like lost. Like he didn't know what's going on. Like, I was like, dude, you gotta like get in the way. You gotta get your players under control. The other coach gotta get his players under control. But you're like, you ain't doing shit. You're just lost. Here, Miami Eberflus had that same look, like, huh? Clock's going down.
We got a timeout. Like,
yeah,
what the
I
fuck,
have no idea.
We're
gonna save that one till next week.
I was reading this thing like how bad Eberflus actually is. Like, I don't think he won a game. I think they said something like he's only won like 3 games on a Sunday. Right, like he is. Look up his actual like stats of how bad he is, and when you read him, you're like you don't even know.
God.
It can't even make sense how bad he actually is.
Get these have Thursday night games.
Dude's praying they play on Thursdays all the time. They're like, we just exclusively play on Thursday.
Look it up, Daryl. Look at his record, like Matt Eberflus's record on Sundays, Mondays, like on the days, because it is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen in my life. When I was reading that, I was like, how does this even happen? Like, how can somebody be so inept to not win in football on a Sunday?
Jesus, he's 3-18 on the road, including 0-18 on Sunday road games, with a point differential of minus 181.
Yeah. He never won away games on a Sunday.
On a Sunday.
All the time out. You'd have a job. You would have a job if you called the timeout.
My God.
Yeah, is that not the craziest stat you've ever heard? Like, he didn't win one road game on a Sunday.
No.
I don't know if you guys know this, but that's when they play football usually, primarily is on Sunday. So it's not the good stat to have.
Except we're talking about a game on Thursday, and he couldn't pull that off either.
Yeah.
He's like, I've only done this a couple times, guys. I know what I'm doing. Just pay attention to me. We're going to keep this time out for next time. We get it on Sunday.
The memes, the internet is completely undefeated because the memes on that, like, Eberflus is like looking around, Matt waiting for a call last time out. I love it. It
My
made my
God.
day.
That is horrendous. That's as horrendous as that call on Chiefs Raiders.
That was bad.
No.
I mean,
so my thing is like, okay, you went in there originally, you called it a false start. The sideline judge comes in calling it false start. Okay, false start.
Whistled the play dead.
Yeah.
Then they changed it to illegal shift, and I'm like, okay, except the quarterback didn't move. If everybody else moved but the quarterback, that's still a false start. Like, if one person stays in the stance and everybody else moves, false start.
I think like only 2 people moved.
The guard in the center,
That's it.
it'd be a false start.
I mean, it is a Chiefs, and just like, Tom Brady, just like
True.
fucking Michael Jordan, just like Kobe Bryant.
I'm not even bitching about getting the calls. I'm just bitching about how does it come down to a situation like that in their last 4 games?
Every time.
Every time the call goes in their favor. It's like, this is weird. Like, every time it goes in your favor. Like,
Don't change the rule to give them a win. Like,
no, if you run in saying false start, call it false start, nobody cares. Daniel Carlson had already shanked 2 fucking 50-yard plus field goals in that game. Let him shank the last one. It's fine. The chances of him hitting that are going to be terrible. Block it again. Who cares?
tell the field goal team, don't block this guy.
So who is actually worse at time management? Going back to Matt Eberflus or Nathaniel Hackett?
Oh, Hackett. The stadium had to count down for him.
But Hackett actually hired somebody strictly to help him.
He's like, I know I'm bad at this. Let me get somebody. No, that means you're terrible.
Look,
That's why you're
Eberflus had
worse.
30 seconds to call a timeout. That is, I mean, I hate Nathaniel Hackett. Don't get me wrong.
You know just as well as I do, 30 seconds is a long time.
Yeah.
I tell my wife all the time.
Like forever. Everybody does it like 30
Are you thirsty? I'm sweating.
I am out of breath. I am breathing uncontrollably.
Hold your breath for 30 seconds. How many you feel, bitch?
Tell me that's not a long time. Ridiculous.
How long could you stand on your tippy toes? Not that long. 30 seconds is a long fucking
You give me
time.
30 seconds at noon.
Yeah, I'll give you a hard 30 and I'm out.
Yeah. I'm
That's
holding
right.
on the last 10, but you know.
Hey, let me ask you.
It's going to get soft and wiggle out.
Well, Tony's about to shut off. Nothing will be better if it comes.
All right, guys. Well, yeah, we went for about an hour and a half. That's a good one. We'll clip this up. We'll get it out there, and we can start pumping this one.
All right.
30 seconds at a time.
We'll
All
see you
right,
guys.
guys. Later.
With laughter and stories, it's our holiday. From old memories to new jokes, we're ready to deal. Life's a wacky game.